Hello viewers and welcome to our sunny Forest Edge Kart Club. Got some Bambinos out now. We've just done our first session. Front left tyre was completely flat, so pointless on that one. Bambinos. Yeah, so pointless on that one, but we're going to give it another go in next session. Made a few changes and it's going to be a good day. So today we are pitting with MP Racing just for some awning space. My first time getting some proper awning space like this, and it's such a nice experience having power, the air, loads of space, great atmosphere as well, and some great drivers as well to listen to. So first of all, I've got a treat for you guys, which is this awesome helmet cam. I was only allowed to run it for one session, but it's still awesome to see. We didn't do very well in the morning sessions, with something breaking or going wrong in all of the first 4 sessions, so you're not going to see much of this. However, I felt the pace could have been good if we had a bit more time on track. Additionally, we were racing people on Mojo W5s, which are softer wet tyres than the Maxxis that I was on. Just after this point in the video, the rear wheel flew off into the grandstand and nearly hit someone. So luckily everyone's okay, but that ended our session short. So we're going to skip forward to when I managed to get on slick tyres and have an awesome session. This time, although my tyres were old, I was still on the same tyres as everyone else, so I had a more equal chance at having good pace. I also got some great advice from the MP Racing guys, and that led to a great session. You'll see me here wheel spinning and sliding all over the place just to try and get some heat in these slicks, as they have not been out today at all. Now on slicks, we don't have to use the massive curbs at the bus stop chicane, which is a great thing for my back. On our chosen tyre pressure, it took a while for the tyres to come in, but when they did, they really came in. It was about this point in the lap where I realised I had some great grip on these tyres. You can even see it still speckling with rain, and the track is still slightly damp. From this point onwards, every lap got faster and faster. now see we're starting to catch up to a car ahead of us. We're about to make an absolutely warrior move on them. Whilst others were still trying to take a wet line, I realised that the dry line was actually pretty quick. So we get close on the bus stop chicane, he uses the curb, we get a better exit, and about 2 car lengths back, we send it down the inside and make the move work. I now had my eyes set on the 48 of Charlie Parker, which wasn't far ahead. It's about now we can really see where we start to catch up in the next couple corners. We were now onto the fastest lap of the session, and this is where I was going to make my move on Charlie. I found on the brakes into the bus stop was one of my strongest points of the track. We are now right on the back of Charlie, and I'm starting to think of how I'm going to make a move. Luckily, before I can cause any carnage, Charlie decides to let me through. Now starting to think of how I could improve my driving. I could definitely be smoother through the longer corners, such as Grandstand. I believe in this part of the session I started slightly overdriving the car, making it slide around a little bit too much. Then a Nib Sport driver decides to send it up the inside, and he's going to take the lead ahead of us. I felt having a good driver in front of me allowed me to calm down and watch his lines and get faster. Even so, you can see still how strong we are on the brakes. And unfortunately the session comes to an end, but it was an absolute blast and my neck was aching afterwards. So in the end we were able to manage a 43.4 second lap, which isn't too bad on a damp track. I've booked in for Forest Edge round 1, which is going to be an absolute blast. I hope it's dry. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.